So, what are the steps to buy a buy-to-let property? And before we get into this, I'll probably take this opportunity to warn you, it can be anywhere between 4 and 16 weeks. It's a lengthy process, so please do buckle up. It starts, I suppose, where you would think it would, which is the process of finding the property. And hopefully that's what we can help you to do here at GetGround. Once you've found the right property and you've decided on the strategy, the area, the building type, best thing to do is to make an offer, or to, if you're buying a new build property, to get the property reserved. Once you've found the property, you've made your offer or reserved, you now need to appoint a solicitor. Sometimes, again, an agent will have contacts, developers will also have contacts that know the contracts for the building or the property inside out. Solicitors are there to represent you, and therefore you can rest assured that even if an agent has recommended a solicitor for you, they are there to represent you and not in the interests of that agent. Once you have begun the process, it's then time to start looking for a mortgage. It may well be that you start looking for a mortgage as early as you decide to buy a property, just to understand what rates, what terms, what products are out there. But the point in which you will actually engage your mortgage broker to start the process rolling, to start the ball rolling, I should say, is actually when you've had your offer accepted. If you're buying an off-plan property, you would typically look to start sourcing a mortgage anywhere between 3 and possibly 6 months prior to the estimated development's completion time. You will then start what we call the conveyancing process, which is where the lawyer will work to have a look at the title deeds that the developer has, have a look at the property to make sure there's no outstanding claims on the land, there's no issues with water, energy, lots and lots of different checks to make sure that that property is fit for you to purchase. Once they've deemed that it is, all the searches and things have been completed, you'll want to exchange contracts on the property. Exchanging contracts is a legal term, and it is the point in which you become legally bound to buy that property. So if you pull out at that stage after exchange of contracts, you are at risk of losing the money that you've put in as a deposit. Once you've exchanged once you've exchanged contracts, and you're now legally bound, you then work towards practical completion. Completion could mean two things: legal completion, which is when you get the title deeds, or practical completion, which is when the development or the property that you're purchasing is physically complete. Either of those two instances is where you will get the keys to the property, and at that point you can appoint a lettings agent to get the property tenanted for you. Once you have the keys, there's still a few things that you might need to do, and I'll address those in another video.